Hello, good morning and welcome to all of you. I am Rajesh and I am here to present a new lecture on the plant hormone. So friend, in this lecture we will discuss about the some basics of the plant hormone. So this is a very important topic for the both pre and the mains exam. So there will be always a questions on the plant hormones in both exams. So in this lecture we will discuss about the some functions of the potent plant hormone. So let's start with the basic of the plant hormone. So friends, you know that plants are the multicellular organisms. Okay, because that plant are classified under the eukaryotic. Okay, so plants are the multicellular. Also, they have different types of cells, and the functions is also different. Means some mitochondrial cells are have different functions, chloroplast cell have different functions, xylem cells have different functions. So different types of cells are there are different form of cells, and also their functions is also different. So for that, plant need the communications between the cells. Okay, communication between the cells, and for that the chemical signals are required. These chemical signals are mostly are plant. So this is very clear that why plant needs the hormones, because plants are the multicellular organisms and they have different types of cells, also different types of. For their communications, plant needs some. So this is known as plant. If we see the definition of plant hormones, so plant hormones are the regulators. Regulators means they can be the positive regulators, or the negative. Okay, produced by the plant. They are plant hormone are produced by the plant, and the most important is they are in very low concentration. Okay, means in the ppm. Okay, and regulate a certain physiological plant. So this is a definition of plant hormone. That plant hormones are regulator which are produced by the plant and which present in the lower concentration and regulate a physiological plant. So there is also plant growth regulators. Okay? So they are the chemical substance, okay, and regulate the plant growth. Now next point is the hormone usually move within plant from a site of production. The site of means plants move, or sorry, not plants, hormones usually move within the plant from the site of productions. मतलब जहां पे आपका हार्मोन बन रहा है वहां पे, एंड द साइट ऑफ एक्शन मीन्स जहां पे उसका एक्शन या इफेक्ट दिखना है. ओके, सो दिस इज द मूवमेंट ऑफ द हार्मोन. ओके, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज द that Heman 1948 suggested using the term phytohormone. सबसे पहले फाइटोहार्मोन टर्म्स किसने दिया था? हीमैन ने. ओके, तो दीज आर द सम बेसिक. एक तो कौन सा है? मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है, इसलिए उनका सेल्स का डिफरेंट फॉर्म एंड फंक्शन है. so they need communications and the chemical signals in the form of plant hormone. Second, plant hormone are produced by the plant and the low concentration and regulate the certain physiological plant process. Okay, and different than plant growth regulators, because plant growth regulators can be any chemical substance which regulate the plant growth. Okay, और plant growth regulators में एक कौन सा है? Plant hormone. Okay, so this is about the basics of the plant hormone. If we see the earlier classification of the hormones, so that plant hormones classify into the two groups. That is, the first one is the growth promoters and second one is the growth inhibitors. They are total 5 number of hormones. Okay, like growth promoters, there are 3 hormones, that is auxin, cytokinin, and gibberellin. But in case of growth inhibitors, there are 2 hormones, ethylene and abscisic. But in the modern time, this classification is not considered because these ethylene and abscisic acid are not growth inhibitors. Ethylene is known as fruit ripening hormone, and thus abscisic acid is also known as stress हार्मोन. तो आज के टाइम में ये क्लासिफिकेशन को हम नहीं मानते हैं. अभी ये है कि दीज आर द प्लांट हार्मोन. Also, some books are considered as a 6 hormone acid racinosteroids. Okay? So there are 6 hormones. Okay, so this is about the classification of the hormone. Okay, next, the important functions of the different hormone. So first stage of the plant is the germination, and in case of germination, gibberellin is have very important role in the germination. Okay, इसके अलावा आपका ऑक्सिन, साइटोकाइनिन, इथाइलिन, एब्सिसिक एसिड का रोल. और ग्रोथ डेवलपमेंट की बात करते हैं जब हम ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट की, तो फ्रॉम ग्रोथ टू मैच्योरिटी these 3 hormone auxin, cytokinin and gibberellin has important. Okay, during the flowering, other than these 3 hormones, ethylene also have important role in the flowering. Like flowering and fruit development, this gibberellin, auxin, cytokinin and ethylene, these 4 enzymes have important. And abscission process, ethylene and abscisic acid have important role. And seed dormancy, that abscisic have important role. So these are the major function of this hormone. Now come to the other important function of the these plant growth regulators for the plant hormone. So first one is the auxin. Okay, so this auxin is discovered by the FW Wendt. So this can be asked in the pre-exam. Okay, so what are the important functions of this auxin? So first function is the cell elongation. Okay, so this auxin has important role in the elongation of the. Okay, because you heard about the acid growth theory, because this auxin increase the proton concentration in the cells, also the movement of water in the. Okay, second, growth in stem and polyptile. So this auxin has important role in the growth of the stem growth and the polyptile. Third function is the inhibit. इसके अलावा अगर हम देखें यहाँ पे, तो इसी में यहाँ पर है लेटरल रूट इनिशिएशन. मीन्स दिस ऑक्सिन इनहिबिट द प्राइमरी. ओके, जो आपकी प्राइमरी रूट होगी की ग्रोथ को तो क्या करता है, इनहिबिट करता है. इसके अलावा जो लेटरल रूट ग्रोथ है, दैट इज प्रोमोटेड बाय द. ओके, देन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ द सेल वॉल. So this auxin has important role in the extension of the cell wall. Also the regulate the trophin, that is the mostly phototrophin, जहाँ से इसकी डिस्कवरी हुई थी, FW वेंट ने की थी, and gravitropic. Okay, then apical dominance. So this is one of the important functions of the auxin, apical dominance. एपिकल का मतलब क्या होता है, जो आपका प्लांट का एपिकल पार्ट होता है, मीन्स इट इंक्रीज द एपिकल ग्रोथ ऑफ द प्लांट. ओके, ये आपकी एपिकल ग्रोथ. ओके, इट्स रेगुलेट द फ्लोअर बट डेवलपमेंट एंड द फाइलोटॉक्सी. फाइलोटॉक्सी इज द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ द लीफ ऑफ द स्टेम. So this is also determined by the auxin. Next, vascular differentiation. So it differentiates between the xylem and phloem during the phase of phloem. Then delay onset of leaf abscess. So this hormone delay the process of the abscess. Okay. Then promote the fruit development and fruit set in the strawberry. तो ये क्वेश्चन भी कभी कभी पूछ लेते हैं, which hormone has important role in the promotion of fruit development and fruit set in strawberry? तो आंसर इज ऑक्सिन. रूटिंग ऑफ कटिंग, तो जो आपका कटिंग्स होता है, जैसे आपका रोज कटिंग होता है, तो इनमें ये क्या करता है, ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट करता है. थिनिंग ऑफ फ्रूट्स, so this is also a very important role. Means when there is a very high number of fruits, so it reduce it thin the fruits or decrease the fruit number, so the fruit quality can be increased or the fruit size can be. So thinning of fruits is also a very important process in the horticulture. So auxin hormone thinning the, okay. Then promotion of the flowering in the pineapple. So in the pineapple, auxin hormone promote the flowering. Okay. Then induction of parthenocarpic fruits. तो आपका जो पार्थेनोकार्पिक या सीडलेस फ्रूट है, that is induced by the auxin. And also as a commercial use as a herbicides like 2,4-D, 4,5-T. Okay, so there are some herbicides which are work as a, so this is a very important role in the ubiquitous hormone, that is auxin. Okay, very clear. So what are the important role? Cell elongation, growth in stem and polyptile, inhibit the root growth. Which one? Primary root growth, but initiate the lateral root growth and cell wall extension, then phototropism and the gravitropism, then apical dominance means improve the or initiate the apical growth, regulate the floral bud development, and the phyllotoxy means arrangement of the leaf on the stem, then xylem and phloem development, delay the leaf abscission process for the fruit development, and that in the strawberry. रूटिंग ऑफ कटिंग्स, कटिंग्स में क्या करता है, रूटिंग्स को प्रमोट करता है. थिनिंग ऑफ फ्रूट्स, रिड्यूस द नंबर ऑफ फ्रूट्स, so can increase the fruit quality. Motion of flowering in the pineapple and induction of seedless fruits and the commercially as a, so these are the important auxin. Okay, now come to the next hormone, that is known as gibberellin. Okay, or this is also known as seed germinating hormone. Okay? Because this hormone has very important role in the seed germination. So this hormone discovered by the Kurosawa, the rice, the cooling settling disease, that is known as Bakane. Okay, so this is the discovery and function. So first function is the it promote the seed germination. Okay, तो पहला फंक्शन, इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन कौन सा है, दिस जिब्रेलिन प्रमोट द सीड जर्मिनेशन, आल्सो स्टिमुलेट द स्टेम एंड द ग्रोथ. देन नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन इज द इट रेगुलेट द ट्रांजिशन फ्रॉम द जुवेनाइल टू द एडल्ट फेज. मींस जो आपका फेज चेंज होता है फ्रॉम द जुवेनाइल टू एडल्ट, तो इसमें जिब्रेलिन हैज इंपॉर्टेंट. देन फ्लोअर इनिशिएशन, जबकि जो आपका ऑक्सिन है दैट इज फ्लोअर bud development and sex determination. Mainly it promotes the male flower or pollen development. Okay, then fruit set, Thompson seedless जो variety है वो that is due to the gibberellin, and parthenocarpy as same as a auxin. Also it stimulates the barley malting process. Barley malting process means it's used in the drink or beer industries. Increase the sugar yield in the sugar cane because it increase the sugar length, oh sorry stem length. ठीक है, तो आपका stem length बढ़ेगा तो आपका sugar content also increase in the sugar cane. Anther and pollen development and male. So these are the important function of the, कौन कौन सा, promote the seed germination, regulate stem and root growth, regulate the transition from the juvenile to the adult phase, and flower initiation, sex determination, pollen development, fruit sac, Thomson seedless variety, and the parthenocarpy stimulate the barley malting process, increase the sugar yield in the sugarcane, anther development, and the milk. So this table is very important for your नेट एग्जाम. आपके नेट एग्जाम में 4 से 5 या 8 से 10 क्वेश्चन हमेशा इस टेबल से आपको मिल ही जाएंगे. ठीक है. थर्ड फंक्शन, थर्ड हार्मोन इज द साइटोकाइनिन. So this cytokinin is discovered by the Scoop and Miller in the tobacco tissue. ठीक है, तो ये इसकी डिस्कवरी हो गई. And this cytokinin promote the shoot growth by the increasing cell proliferation in the shoot apical meristem and promote the root apical meristem. Means ये आपका shoot and root growth दोनों करता है by the in the shoot apical meristem and the root apical meristem cell proliferation in the cell number. Okay. It also has important role in the regulation of cell cycle. Mainly जो आपका CDC2 होती है उसको रेगुलेट करता है. Then it's regulate the morphogenesis in the culture tissue. Okay. Modify the apical dominance. अब जो हमने ऑक्सिन में पढ़ा था कि ऑक्सिन promote the apical dominance but it inhibit the apical dominance and increase the lateral shoot growth. Okay. Lateral shoot growth. And delay the leaf senescence. Okay. So this is known as evergreen hormone. Means ये आपके प्लांट्स को यंग बनाए रखता है. वेजिटेटिव मीन्स डिले द सेनेसेंस, promote the movement of plants and also formation of nitrogen fixing nodules in the. So this is the important functions. कौन कौन से हैं? For the shoot growth and the root growth by the cell proliferation in the shoot apical meristem and root apical meristem. Then regulation of सेल साइकिल्स, जो आपके सेल साइकिल में चेक पॉइंट्स होते हैं CDC2 पॉइंट और साइक्लिन डिपेंडेंट काइनेज जो प्रोटीन्स होती हैं उनको रेगुलेट करता है. देन रेगुलेट द माइक्रोजेनेसिस इन द कल्चर टिश्यू. ओके. मॉडिफाई द एपिकल डोमिनेंस, promote the lateral bud growth opposite to the auxin, delay the leaf senescence. Okay. Promote the movement of nutrients, formation of nitrogen fixing nodules in. Okay. So fourth hormone is the abscisic acid. This is also very important hormone that is known as stress hormone, and this hormone has important role in the abatic stresses. Okay. So discovered by the Adicott 1964 in the cotton. Okay. Regulate the seed maturation. So that gibberellin has important role in the seed germination, while this have anti-gibberellin function. Okay. Then inhibit the precocious germination and vivipary. So what is the vivipary? Vivipary means there is a starting or initiation of germination process when the seed on the mother plant. मीन्स हार्वेस्टिंग से पहले ही अगर आपका नया प्लांट जर्मिनेट हो जाता है, सीड जर्मिनेट हो जाता है, दैट इज विविपेरी. So this hormone inhibit the this precocious or early germination and the vivipary. Okay. And promote the seed storage, reserve accumulation and the desiccation tolerance. So during the seed storage, this increase the seed storage reserve and also promote the formation of some desiccation tolerance protein like Lia protein, that is known as late embryogenic foundant proteins. Okay. So it also regulates the seed dormancy, means opposite to the gibberellic acid. Also it inhibits the gibberellic acid induced enzymes and promote root growth and inhibits growth at lower water tension. Means under drought stress, this abscisic acid promote the root growth and inhibit the shoot growth. क्यों? क्योंकि आपका जब रूट ग्रोथ ज़्यादा होगा तो जो नीचे की डेप्थ है, नीचे की सोइल है, उससे पानी आपको मीन्स वाटर माइनिंग इम्प्रूव करता है. दिस प्रमोट द लीफ सेनेसेंस while this cytokinin delay the senescence and also closing the stomata under the water. So these are the important functions of the abscisic acid. Next hormone is the ethylene. Okay, so it is discovered by the H.S. Cousins 1910 and stored orange for the ripening of. मीन्स क्या हुआ था कि जो आपके ऑरेंज थे उन्होंने क्या किया कि मतलब बनाना को मीन्स दे हेल्प इन ripening of banana because due to the production of ethylene gas from the ripened orange. Okay, so this promote the ripening of fruit. So that's why it is known as fruit ripening hormone. Leaf epinephrine. Leaf epinephrine. This is very important role for the flood tolerance. Okay, but whatever the flood tolerance, there is a downward movement of the. Okay, so this leaf can be above the water surface. Also, it induces the lateral cell expansion. Means it increase the thickness of the stem. Okay, breaking the seed and dormancy in the peanuts. Generally आपका dormancy को कौन break करता है? Citric acid. But in peanuts, ethylene has important role in the dormancy and seed. Okay, breaking of seed dormancy. Promote the elongation growth of the submerged aquatic. Means flood tolerance में important. Formation of root and the root hairs. Flowering in synchronization of pineapple fruits. जबकि हमने ऑक्सिन में क्या पढ़ा था? Promotion of flowering in the pineapple. So auxin promote the flowering, but synchronization of flowering in pineapple by the ethyl. तो कभी कभी एग्जाम में ये आपके नेट एग्जाम में फीमेलनेस इन कुकुम्बर. तो जो आपका जिब्रेलिन है दैट इज द promote the male and this ethylene promote the female. Also enhance the rate of leaf abscission, leaf senescence, and also important role in defense to the this abiotic and abiotic. So these are the important function of ethylene. कौन सा? Ripening of fruit ripening, leaf epinephrine, induce the lateral cell expansion, breaking a seed and bud dormancy, then promote the elongation growth of the submerged aquatic species. Means आपका fruit elongation करता है. Formation of root and root hairs, synchronization of flowering in the pineapples, femaleness in cucumber, then the rate of leaf senescence, and defense to the abiotic and biotic threats. So friends, this is about the basics of the plant hormones. So today we discuss about the what are the different types of hormones and their classification. Then we discuss about their important role, and this is very important for the pre or not net exam. So thank you very much.